We're back, live, week 4 of Rock and Behr. What do you think? Rock, hasn't this been such a great season so far?
A lot of surprises. You know, there's going to be more with Cincinnati at 1 and 2, and some teams that shouldn't even be 2 and 1. But there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. People are going to go on streaks. I'm kind of watching Arizona after they thumped the Cowboys. But let's get it on.
Yeah, some big games, some blowouts, some upsets. It has been good. Tonight's game, interdivision on Thursday night on Prime. Detroit Lions going to see the Green Bay Packers. Packers are plus 2.5 at home. Lions are expected to win this game. Rock, what do you think?
Well, Aaron Jones is playing, and so is Watson. They say they're playing, but how healthy are they? Because they didn't play 4 days ago. I'm taking Detroit, and New Orleans blanked the field goal. Otherwise, Green Bay should be 1 and 2 with their only win against the Bears. So I'm taking Detroit.
All right, not so fast. I want to go the other way. I think the Green Bay at home, only because of the home factor.
All right.
You know, both teams have a lot to lose, and this game being interdivision is big, which I think Detroit is just due to trip over themselves.
You know, you could be right, and their star receiver's out.
Okay, so
that's Minnesota's guy. I'm sorry.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Atlanta going to see Jacksonville, a battle down south.
Wake up!
I'm awake. The Dirty Birds are going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're -3 at home. They haven't had their best season, Rock, thus far. What do you think?
The reason I said wake up, game's in London, bro.
Yeah, London.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Wake up!
Jacksonville at home with quotations.
Whatever. Okay.
Right. So this game being over the pond, Team Jacksonville, high expectations. They have kind of underperformed, Rock.
I agree, and I was one of the ones. Well, I liked Tennessee to win that division, and they're in the toilet because of Tanny. I like Atlanta.
I disagree. I think Jacksonville's going to come back with a little redemption. They're going to go to 2 and 2, and they're going to push Atlanta to 2 and 2.
They've got to.
They've got to.
They've got to.
They've got 2-2. Miami, Buffalo, best game of the morning. I like it. It's going to be good. Miami, they're actually a dog. Getting 2.5 at Buffalo. Buffalo beat them last year, and Matt Milano gave Tua one of his first series of concussions. Is this a payback game, or is Tua going to have some PTSD?
Well, the reason Buffalo looked good, they picked off the Commander's quarterback 4 times.
Yep.
I should be remembering his name, but
Howell, I think
73 years old. What the hell? Yeah. They had 4 picks, and the Washington didn't have much of a running game. Miami, of course, they were playing Denver and that, but not Mostert. The other guy had 230 yards on the ground. Mostert had 100 and some. I'm thinking, been wrong a lot, but I'm thinking with Tua's quick release, Miami big.
Yeah, I think you're falling into the trap. I think Miami, they had their big game last week. They're gonna be eating they're gonna be eating themselves up, thinking they're hot shit. And Buffalo is gonna, make a statement. This is interdivision. This isn't gonna be a cakewalk. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Josh Allen's gonna either put the team on his back or give the game away. I think he's gonna control the ball at home and win this game and cover the 3.
Well, not so fast. Here's the reason why.
All right.
Last year, the Buffalo defensive coordinator was that Bears Leslie Frazier Super Bowl '85 stud.
Well, their defense looked great last week.
He's gone against my. Yeah, they
they're great. 4 picks is not. This is the NFL.
Well, they're playing Washington. Okay, I'm still saying Miami large.
All right, we're different there.
All
right, moving on. Minnesota Vikings, a must-win. They're winless, but so is their opponent, Carolina. Carolina's getting 4.5 at home. One of these teams is going to have a win after this week. Rock, who do you think it's going to be?
Now, Kirk Cousins is the guy that lost his great receiver.
Jefferson's out?
Yes, Jefferson's out.
Okay.
He's out.
That's news to me.
Jefferson down.
Okay.
ACL 3 to 4.
Okay.
I'm taking Carolina with the points at home.
Well, with Jefferson being out and a little bit of a lack of a run game, I think I might get down with that. Last time, Bryce Young wasn't there, but they did have Andy Dalton, an experienced veteran, at the reins. I have to see that if that's going to happen again this week. I need to brush up on my injury reports. But I'll go ahead and ride the dog with you there. All right, moving on. probably the two worst teams in the NFL right now. Denver playing Chicago. At Chicago, Bears +3 at home. Is Denver defeated, or are the Bears? Can they get anything done, Rock? What do you think?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think they quit on Sean Payton. I think that the embarrassment. I'm praying that Sean Payton gets fired and Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys lose to the best coach, Bill Belichick, and we get Sean Payton here in Dallas, which would be a big difference than that guy that can't call plays, can't run the clock. Who do I like? It's a coin toss. I guess I'll go with Chicago because they're home.
Chicago at home. I think Chicago at home looks like the pick, but I agree. I think Denver is actually going to maybe rally around this defeat and come back with a little bit extra, something to prove in the tank, because the Bears' defense stinks. Denver's defense is good, so I think that's big. That's a bigger problem for the Bears' offense than Broncos' overall team unit.
Oh boy!
So I'll take the favorite on the road, even though I want to see Chicago win.
All right.
Another interdivision game, big game. Baltimore, who's 1-2, going against Cleveland. Cleveland here, they're the favorite at home, -3, as they should be. Their defense looks great.
Do you have Baltimore at 1-2? I have them at 2-1.
No, they lost. They've lost 2.
They lost to Indy at home, and they squeaked by Kansas City.
Well, let's not get hung up on records.
All right.
Cleveland at -3 at home. Rock, what do you think?
Hunt may not play. Balt's way overdue. I would have to take Baltimore.
Baltimore looked good in the first half, but they gave the game away against Indy, led by Gardner Minshew. So I think Deshaun Watson, Ford, who actually had a great game when Chubb went down, and Amari Cooper is looking like he's healthy, Njoku, and they have a top defense. Myles Garrett, 3.5 sacks last week.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore's going to be running around on the ground a lot, and Lamar Jackson's going to get in his head. I think he's going to make some mistakes. Cleveland at home.
Baltimore is embarrassed by losing at home to Indy. They're going to be really angry, even though they're on the road. And don't forget about that kicker named Justin Tucker, who makes one from. Who missed? Who was,
He
was
did
short?
miss one.
He was short.
He was short.
All right.
And they also missed a penalty. Otherwise, that game should have probably won Baltimore's favor if you watched overtime. Anyway, moving on. Pittsburgh Steelers. They're showing up. Houston, are they going to surprise people and win this game at home? Pittsburgh's only -2.5. On the road, their defenses look stellar. Their offense is really hit or miss and mostly been missing. Rock, what do you think?
Well, the Pittsburgh defense has been pretty darn good. They're at Houston. I think Houston had their big win over Jacksonville, and I think Pittsburgh wins this one on the road.
All right, I agree. I think Pittsburgh's defense will secure this game for them. If Houston surprises me, I will be more on the Houston train. But I think last week was a little bit of a fluke against Jacksonville to win that game. But they definitely put up some impressive numbers. We'll see.
They did.
All right, moving on. Los Angeles Rams going to Indianapolis. Rams kind of fizzled out a little bit last week. One more week until Cooper Kupp's back. I think that's going to be really when they get ramped back up. I think this week might slip through their fingers again. Colts at home, Rock +1. What do you think?
Oh man. Minshew madness.
Minnie Gardner. I'm in the garden.
The Rams can't run the ball. They've shown that. They just can't run the ball. Kupp will be back next week. I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna take Indy.
All right, Indy. I agree. I think Indy might surprise people and win this game at home. If they put pressure on Stafford, and you're right, they don't have a running game that they can really rely on. They have a lot of trickery, and trickery doesn't work half the time.
And a good coach.
But a good coach.
Still.
All right, moving on. Interdivision game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to see the New Orleans Saints, led by Jameis Winston. They're 3.5 at home. Jameis, he's probably one of the more qualified backups in the league, but he's always going to underperform when it counts. This game's interdivision, Rock. What do you think?
Well, like I said, Tampa's, when they came into the game with their good record, they had beaten teams that hadn't won a game.
Yeah, quality teams that were on a slump.
Well, the Bears,
Vikings,
and the Vikes. I'm going to go against Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And I.
Alvin Kamara's back, so I like that.
Well, Jameis Winston, I don't know. I'll just. This is a coin toss, but I'll go ahead and go with New Orleans. All
right, New Orleans Saints. I'm going to agree. I think Kamara's back. I think the running game is going to be everywhere, which is going to open up Jameis in the passing game to get it to Olave, to get it to Michael Thomas.
And that great defense.
And the defense will stop Baker. I think Baker takes another loss this week on the road.
I agree.
Moving on, the Commanders. They're looking for redemption. Interdivision game against the Eagles. Eagles -9 at home. Are they going to waffle over Washington, or is Washington going to command the game and keep it interesting? What do you think?
Well, after getting thumped last week, are they going to... Riverboat Ron, he's the kind of guy that can get these guys fired up. 9's a little too many. It'll be closer than that. Washington will cover, but it's going to be Philly by 4-6.
All right, I disagree. I think Philly won by 2 touchdowns. The running game is just too much, and Washington has better pass threat, so I think that's their weakness. Moving on, Cincinnati Bengals -2.5 on the road against Tennessee. Both teams haven't had the season they were hoping for. I think Cincinnati showed glimpses at the end of Monday night of the team they should be. I think they'll win this game and cover. Rock, what do you think?
I think that Tennessee's terrible. Cincinnati's defense really, really came back and saved the day. Tanny's got no wheels. They've got to put Willis in there. They got to get Tanny out of there. Cincinnati wins this game easily, or by 6-8.
All right, we agree. Las Vegas, the Raiders going to the Chargers. The Chargers have shown a bit of excellence, but also a bit of lackluster towards the end of the games. Are they going to be able to put this game away and cover the 5.5? Rock, what do you think?
Who's the quarterback instead of Jimmy G? I don't know. Do you? I didn't research that.
Instead of? Was he? Oh, because of his injury. I'm not 100%. So let's just give this game to the Chargers.
Yeah,
I don't think
let's give the game to the Chargers at home.
Yeah,
yes.
Win and cover. I think
Correct.
This is a statement game for them.
All right.
New England Patriots going to see the Cowboys. Cowboys, are they going to drop to 2-2, or are they going to rally back? This is a homecoming for Zeke and Greer. So 2 ex-Cowboys that know this offense, know the signals. Is that going to be enough, or are Cowboys going to win this game and cover the 6.5?
Well, you know what? You've got one. As I said before, Mike McCarthy was a coach that had Aaron Rodgers. All right. He doesn't know shit, doesn't know how to run the clock, doesn't know how to stop plays. You're going against Belichick and a good defense that saw Arizona run over these guys. Mac Jones is getting better game by game. 6.5, forget about it. Take New England in the money line. They're going to win outright.
I don't think so. I think Cowboys, the defense is going to rally, and they're going to not give the same junk plays away, big yard plays that they did against the Cardinals. They're going to make a statement.
Come on, man. Dak
at home is tough. This isn't Dak on the road. Okay? As long as he doesn't throw a pick, you can take away CD. That opens up Gallup. That opens up Pollard. And it opens up... They have plenty of tools. They have what they need to win. Moving on.
Except the coach.
We'll see. I mean, first 2 weeks they look great.
We'll see.
Cardinals going to San Francisco. San Francisco wins, covers a 14. Rock, what do you think?
I think not.
Okay.
I think not. They're cocky. Arizona, are they going to be on a roll? Did they play the best game of their life? Or are they really, with Connors and the fast African-American quarterback, I think they're going to keep it close, but it's going to be a 10-point game.
All right, 10-point game. I agree. I think, Cardinals, they want to maintain that buzz, that momentum they have, but
of course.
I don't think it's going to be enough. This guy should be at NASA, not in the pocket. When's Kyler Murray come back? We'll have to see about that. I need to brush up on my injury report.
Guess what? He's not going to get his job back.
We'll see. All right, Kansas City, Sunday night, going to see the Jets. Should have been a marquee game, but once again, no Rodgers. We don't need to beat that horse. I think Kansas City will be beating that horse of the Jets. Zach Wilson is in shambles. I don't think they can cover the 9. Rock. What do you think?
I think the Jets will lose by 20.
By 20. I think we agree.
I think KC wants to show the nation that, hey, quit talking about Miami.
Okay, all right. Quit talking about Miami. We're the kings of the AFC. All right, Monday night showdown. Seattle going to see the New York Football Giants. Football Giants have really been in the peaks or troughs. They've been inconsistent. Rock. What do you think?
Well,
-1 at home.
Barkley is questionable. Seattle's defense can't stop the pass, and the Giants don't have a passing game. So I'm taking Seattle to win outright, cover the 1 or whatever the hell it is, because they got the wideouts. They got a new running back who's doing
Walker.
well. Yeah, I'm taking Seattle.
All right, I agree. I think Seattle's going to win this game convincingly. They're going to win it by at least a touchdown, maybe 10 points. They've been controlling the game on the ground. Mm-hmm. Gino's been distributing the ball well, making minimum mistakes. I think DK Metcalf's going to show up in this game and have a touchdown.
Yep.
And that does it for Rock and Bears. What do you think for the NFL Week 4? Like and subscribe, comment. Rock, sign us off.
That's going to do it. Let's get some good luck this week. I've got some pretty good luck first 2 weeks, but
All right.
All right.
Let the good times roll.